What's up everyone, Terraquake here, and welcome on back to the Pokemon Glazed walkthrough. In the last part, we worked our way through the Darkwood Grotto and arrived here in Darkwood Town, home of the 8th and final gym in the league, which is what we're taking on today. Now let me go ahead and show y'all, I did do some grinding off camera because, well, I needed to. Apparently, according to my guide at least, the ace in this gym is level 47, so I was still down at like level 43 and 44. So yeah, I wanted to go ahead and do a bit. Didn't overlevel though. I felt like, getting right to level 47 was relatively fair. But with that being said, let's head on inside and look at this. I mean, it's like an actual gym, like a real life gym. Look, we got benches set up everywhere. Oh man, what are you lifting there? Looks like they got a 45-pound plate and then maybe like a 10 or 25-pound plate next to it. These guys are lifting a little heavy. I see it. I would definitely be down to hang out here if I was in this region. I enjoy going to the gym, but yeah, these are all senseis. I still don't know what separates a sensei and a black belt because they look the exact same, but this guy's going to have a Glazed, which is part psychic, so very easy for Gengar here. Now, I'm not even sure if you have to fight all the trainers here, so, because, they're kind of just out of the way. You may be able to go straight to the gym leader, but no matter what, I'm going to fight them because this is a walkthrough after all, and I could probably use the experience. Now, this gym could definitely be tough for me, because I don't have anything good for fighting types. As I talked about in the last episode, I really just have Gengar, which is immune, and that's about it. Fortunately, 4 of the gym leader's 5 mons are dual typing, so hopefully I can use that to my advantage. But yeah, if you have a flying or psychic type, you're going to have probably a bit of an easier time. Anyways, yeah, Toothless, I'm glad I did that grinding because now bro has gotten much closer to evolving. With that being said, this is still pretty rough out here, man. I'm hoping this thing, misses the next high jump kick. I just wish it got a better dragon type move, man. We're still stuck with Dragon Rage, which, at this stage in the game, doesn't really cut it. So, yeah, sorry to any Dratini, Dragonair, Dragonite fans out there, but I haven't been too impressed so far, I'm not gonna lie. Anyways, let's go back into King Boo. And, yeah, it looks like there's just a bunch of different rooms with, trainers on each side. So we will, just kind of be going back and forth, fighting them all, giving everyone the smoke. I know they are all thinking they're tough with their fighting types and, they're throwing hands and everything, but nah, we're gonna show them what's up in here. By the way, hope you guys are all having a good Wednesday. It is, wait, no. Yeah, it's almost May by the time this video goes up, right? Is it April 30th that this video drops? I forget what this upcoming Wednesday is. But yeah, I'm still back here on Saturday recording this one. Let's go ahead and heal you up, and then I don't know, I'm kind of just, gonna throw everyone to the front of the party during this gym because, I mean, why not? It's not like I got well, okay, maybe besides Rhydon. But yeah, it's not like I have, a, guaranteed Pokemon for fighting types. But yeah, I uploaded a short today over on the main channel talking about the most broken move ever in Pokemon. And I'm gonna stick by my argument. I think it's Gen 1 Calm Mind. Yeah, if y'all don't know, Pokemon Red and Blue were broken, right? And they only had a special stat, which accounted for both special attack and special defense. They weren't split up into 2 separate stats. And Calm Mind, usually, nowadays, it boosts your special defense and special attack by 1 stage. But it just boosted both by 2 stages in Gen 1. It sharply raised it. So it was equivalent to using Calm Mind twice in a single turn, which is pretty wild. Now, granted, not a whole lot of Pokemon could get it in Gen 1, but Poliwag and Slowpoke could. So you could legitimately sweep the game with Poliwag or Slowpoke. I'm not even kidding. If you don't believe me, hey, feel free to try it out for yourself, I guess. Alright, this guy had 2 Primapes. Yeah, man, I mean, we've seen about every fighting type under the sun so far in this journey, so I'm kind of ready to get through this gym. I can't lie. I cannot lie, but let's go ahead and go on to the next trainer. Let's put, oh man, I don't know. I guess Ribby to the front. I was going to say Scribbles, but bro still has Mega Drain and Vine Whip, I need something a little bit better, man. So let's take on this guy. But yeah, wait, what would it be? Okay, if they're all lifting, I'm going to assume that smaller plate that's on all the bars that we looked at a second ago, I'm going to assume that's a 10-pound weight. It looks a little too small to be a 25-pound weight. So that means they'd all be lifting, what, the bar's 45 pounds, then plus 2 more 45-pound plates is 135. And then plus 20 would be, they're all lifting 165. Now the question is, is that their max? Or are they just kind of repping it? Are they just repping 165? I wish I could rep 165, man. I wish I could. But hey, if I keep on going, eventually I will. Alright, here's Conkeldurr, big old clown nose. We're just going to give him a revenge and then a sludge bomb. Yeah, I got 2 Pokemon in both walkthroughs right now that know sludge bomb because Swalot just recently got sludge bomb over in Omega Ruby. Alright, down goes the 4th Sensei. I don't know, like, am I like, hold up, let's get to, oh, looks like we got some treadmills here in the back, okay. Switches up a little bit, there's some lockers too, which is kind of funny. But yeah, am I like downgrading all these people's classifications? Like, if you get beaten as a sensei, can you still consider yourself a sensei? Like, I don't know how that stuff works, man. I don't know. Also, this Machoke must have went for revenge too. Yeah, he did. Because, yeah, I went first with revenge. That's kind of funny. But yeah, I don't know how that works. Like, are they being downgraded back to regular black belts now? Because that would be kind of funny if, a random 10-year-old kid is just running through here and defeating all the senseis. Alright, here's a Machamp. And the last person's going to have the classic, Hitmontop, Hitmonlee, Hitmonchan combo. How many times have we seen that in this game? So I'm probably not even going to bother to show it because y'all know how it's going to go down, man. We'll take down the Machamp. Someone told me in the stream yesterday that I'm built like a Machamp, and I'd have to agree. I am 6'8" and shredded to the gills. Yep, 100%, totally, for sure. Don't bother fact checking though. All right, down goes the sensei, and let's take on this final guy. Yep, very easy fight. I went back and healed up as well, so it's time to take on this guy who looks very similar to the black belt sprites, just like maybe he's dressed a little bit differently. But yeah, he's got his own little boxing ring here in the back. This is a, this is a pretty cool gym. I won't lie. All right, let's take him on. This is Tyson, too. Just sounds like, a big, strong guy. But let's get to the battle because that's what matters. We're not doing hand-to-hand combat. So he's going to begin with Hitmonlee. Okay, my guide is literally wrong because not only does it have the levels wrong, but it doesn't even show that he uses a Hitmonlee. Okay, well, just forget what I said earlier about him being level 47, I guess. And we get one shot by Earthquake. Wow, this is a horrible start. Okay, nah, we'll pull it back. Don't worry. Don't panic. We're going to pull it back. Man, I was expecting a Scrafty. That's why I started with my Ribby. Now, I'm not gonna lie, kind of wasn't thinking about Earthquake when he sent out or when I sent out Luxray. I just forgot that that's the move he used against us. We did get the Intimidate off, which is cool. But I think no, I can't even go to Gengar, can I? No, we do have Levitate. Okay, we can make the read. All right, let's get into Gengar. This is gonna be our probably main member during this fight. So. Yeah, it is nice that Luxray has Intimidate. I should probably try to keep him alive for a bit longer, but there we go. Down goes the first Hitmonlee. We're good. No need to stress or panic. Alright, I hope y'all aren't panicking, Well, I mean, y'all aren't the ones doing the battling. But anyways, he's going to have a Glazed next. Yeah, remember, this thing's part Psychic, so, if you have a Ghost type like I do, then it should be pretty easy work. So, one Shadow Ball. Oh, really? Come on, man. I thought one Shadow Ball would do the trick. I'm not worried about the Swords Dance, though. He's going to, like, waste a healing item here. That's all good with me. Oh, bro's using max potions now. Yeah, we've really stepped it up now, man. We've really stepped it up. Alright, we're going to do another Shadow Ball, and then I'll finish him off with, like, Shadow Punch or something. Or he's going to heal again. I mean, again, I'm good with that. Use your healing items on one of your weaker mons. That is fine by me. But yeah, it being Psychic fighting, remember, Psychic won't be super effective on it, obviously. But Ghost will be, so yeah, it's also, Bug and Dark are neutral on it. So use that as you will. Level 48 for King Boo is good. Trying to get Destiny Bond? Nah, I'm good. Don't really need it. Alright, here comes Scrafty. Well, this is kind of annoying, but alright, whatever. Golly, I mean, this thing's part dark, so we're really not in a good spot. I'm going to go into Scribbles, and I may low-key heal up Toxicroak. Scrafty is fighting in dark, so yeah, it's actually weak to fighting itself. Once again, Bug will be neutral on it. It's quad weak to Fairy. Keep that in mind. Other than that, though, what? Yeah, you don't bother going for a Psychic type move on it. That'd be kind of bad. What is also bad is him going for Dragon Dance. I did not know this thing got access to Dragon Dance. I'm going to put you to sleep, man. Or he's going to kill us with a high jump kick. That is... Okay, no, he didn't. Alright, we're good. All is good. Do not panic, as I said. Yeah, we're going to put him to sleep. I'm going to use... Are you serious? Bro's got a Lumberry. Didn't we see someone in the last episode with a Lumberry? Bro, come on. Like, really? This is not the VGC, okay? We don't need healing items. Alright, well, I kind of just sacrificed him there. Oh, wow, we actually lived. Well, you know what? I'm gonna heal up to try to get off another sleep powder. I don't know if it's gonna work. Golly, I forgot Hyper Potions are only 120. No, man. And, of course, he can't miss a high jump kick. High jump kick's, what, 75% accuracy? And he's gonna finish us with Crunch. Oh, well. Wasn't able to get off a sleep powder, but that's fine. What I'm going to do right here is send in Luxray to kind of sack. I need to get this Intimidate off on this guy, though. Because with that Dragon Dance buff, it ain't looking too hot. I know one Revenge from Toxicroak will probably do the trick. But yeah, this is, it's probably a good thing I grinded then, for sure. I'm glad I did. Even though, you know, his levels were lower than I thought, we're still kind of getting beaten up in here, as you can tell. But let's go into Ribby. And try to knock this thing out in one Revenge. Okay. Went for Dragon Dance, which is alright, I guess. Revenge doesn't get boosted, which kind of sucks. So I doubt it's going to be an Oko. And we're not going to be able to outspeed here, which also stinks. But he just goes for another Dragon Dance. Okay, I'm fine with that. Bro sold the bag. Alright, so that's going to leave, what, 2 mons for this guy, I think? For Tyson over here. Does bro run Tyson's Chicken, you know, the famous chicken company? I've had Tyson. Come on, I feel like we've all had Tyson chicken nuggets from, you know, the grocery store or something. All right, here comes Lucario. Remember, this thing's part steel, so it's also weak to ground and fire. It's also weak to fighting as well. Don't try Psychic or Flying type on it. This thing has Swords Dance, kind of scary, but I've got Revenge. Yeah, there we go. Big crit from Toxicroak right there. And that only leaves the last member on his team. Now, that thing is level 45. I think Conkeldurr is the highest, though. Let me see. What level is this guy? It is 46. Yeah, this is the highest level mon on the squad. All right, he's got Facade. Kind of interesting because he's not, like, you know, burned or poisoned or anything. So Facade doesn't get doubled. And, all right, he's got a Berry. If he goes for Facade again, though, I think we just win. Or no, he's got Leftovers, I guess, or whatever that was. Okay, he goes for Ice Punch. It would be my luck to get frozen here. Let's find out. No, we didn't. All right, so, yeah, it was like Scrafty that gave us the most problems, which is pretty funny. But down goes the 8th and final gym. Yeah, we now have all 8 badges, which is pretty crazy, meaning, you know, we dealt with Team Fusion already and everything. We get the Clobber badge. That's a pretty cool name for it. So, yeah, we can use Waterfall outside of battle, meaning we can make our way to Victory Road. He'll give you TMO 1, which I think is Focus Punch, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I don't really like Focus Punch because it has to be, like, it's really strong if you can get it off, but you know, can't get hit during that one turn. All right, so let's get on outside. And, yeah, we're going to be going up the waterfall that is just to the left of town, but we will be doing that in the next episode, and, you know, we'll be starting to make our way to the Pokemon League. It is pretty crazy that we are already here. But yeah, I'm glad that gym went all right, even though we had, you know, a couple Pokemon go down. For now, though, I hope you all enjoyed this episode. Have a good rest of your Wednesday, and until next time, deuces.